Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be doing a comparison of the traditional jute ghillie suit thread and versus the ultralight synthetic thread. And up here at the top we have our jute thread. This is not a complete bundle, this is about half a pound. But the synthetic down here, ultralight synthetic, this is a full bundle. This weighs half a pound. And that's what it comes standard in half a pound bundles. And the jute thread comes in 1 pound bundles, but this is about half a pound what you see here. Okay, and when comparing the colors between the two, the ultralight synthetic colors will usually be a little bit brighter than the traditional jute colors, as like on this natural tan. You'll see the colors, from what I can see, the colors are a little bit duller or flatter than the color on the ultralight synthetic. And when you get to the texture on the traditional jute, it's very rough. You can see the strands, there's little strands poking out of it, even so it's very rough. And ultralight synthetic is it's a lot smoother. And the strength on both, I did some tests, I found them to be very comparable, the same. We'll try to do it here on this one. And broke right apart. And this one, ultralight synthetic, kind of snapped apart. It's kind of give and take. The previous test I did, one strand on the jute might have seemed stronger than the ultralight, but on this test it seemed like ultralight was a little stronger than the jute. So I would say they're pretty equal as far as strength goes. And moving on to the length, you can see the ultralight synthetic we usually come in about 18 inch lengths, and the traditional jute we've got about 24 inch 2 foot pieces. You're going to be getting that in. So ultralight synthetic 18 inches, and traditional jute you've got 24 inches on that. Some advantages, the ultralight synthetic does have some distinct advantages over the jute. When we make we'll start with a jute. When we make a suit out of jute, use the jute thread, we are required to apply fire retardant to that for flammability purposes or anti-flammability purposes, but we do not have to do it with the ultralight synthetic. It is naturally flame retardant on that, and a few other advantages. You got some waterproof. It's more waterproof, it's rot proof, mildew resistant, as I said, fire retardant. It's a lot easier to wash, the synthetic. It's odorless. You're not going to smell anything on this. As opposed to take a whiff of the jute, it's going to smell like a burlap. I don't know if you ever smelled a burlap or a gunny sack. That's what the jute smells like, so your entire suit can smell like that. And a big one is allergies. Anybody's got allergies to this type of stuff, if you notice, there's a lot of, I see them here, there's a lot of little strands falling off of this jute. But that can affect someone's allergies, but you don't have to worry about it with this. This is non-allergenic. Okay, and here's a few more colors in the jute. Yeah, you can smell the burlap coming right off of there. It's not a bad smell in itself. Actually, it's actually kind of nice to me. But the problem is when you start adding the fire retardant to it and you don't dry it properly, it can cause quite a stench, almost unbearable, in fact. So having to add fire retardant to it can be a bit of a disadvantage, because it's recommended you do that every time you wash the suit. So there you have it. A few more colors. Got some brown, green, and a lighter green one right there. That's about all I have for today, and hope that works out. Hope that helped.